Thank you. I've got with me here Chitra, who is our head of marketing, and based here in Birmingham. This is our head office. So firstly, I want to take this opportunity to, a bit belated, but to welcome all you here. And I didn't see on the program where the people were shown where is what, but I know Africans are clever people. You figured it out where the toilets are, everything. So that's good. Yeah, so we really feel honored to have all of you here. It's quite an honor for us as Diaspora Insurance to have our own at our head office like this. It gives us a lot of pride and a lot of pleasure because more so and more importantly because we are hosting Winnie James. She's been with Diaspora Insurance, she believed in Diaspora Insurance, and she's one of our best brand ambassadors. She has won awards with the Diaspora Insurance. So for her to be launching a book here, it's something that we feel really proud about. And it's about changing the narrative. The story of Diaspora Insurance is about changing the narrative. The story of what Winnie James has achieved is about changing the narrative. We heard the story about hiding money in a book and putting in an African homestead, and no one will find the money. Winnie James, thank you so much for changing the narrative, and it's something that we want to see our own people breaking the barriers. We want to change the narrative, especially for the African diaspora. Too many times we get the negative stories about African diasporas or about us as black people. We don't want that. We want the narratives like this to say we are gathered here to celebrate a book launch. When we started Diaspora Insurance, we said that it was just for the purpose of changing the narrative and building a common solution for our common good as African people. We have too many negative stories about Harambe, too many negative stories about Muchango, because people, they don't plan. Africans, we tend not to plan things like end of life, especially end of life across Africa. Across Africa, people take it as a taboo subject matter, something they don't want to talk about. The belief is that if I talk about it, it crystallizes into reality. When it crystallizes into reality, God, I'm signaling to God that I'm ready. And in the end, we end up in the ditch with problems. You find someone who was a professional, working, doing very well. There's no money for the send-off. We end up with someone on Muchango, and it's not something that can define us as a people. As diasporans, we can do better. Especially diasporans, because we've got the capacity, we've got the insurance power or the economic power to do better for ourselves because we can afford it. We are the cash cows for our people back home. Yeah. And they get also shocked when something happens to John or Peter in New York or Jeff in Birmingham that there's no money for the send-off. It's something that shocks everyone. Say, what's wrong? And how can we have the same negative narrative repeating itself? So this is about changing the narrative. This is about changing how we plan things. Planning is nothing but bringing the future into the present so that you fix a solution while least you can. And the notion that it happens next door must die. To God, the next door is anyone's door. Some of us may think, I'm too young to talk about that. I want someone to tell me what is the dying age. If you can tell me the dying age, then you are too young to have a funeral policy. Otherwise, the next thing we end up with someone on Harambe or Muchango, and we always have these problems. So Diaspora Insurance is simple. This is our head office, and Winnie James here, not because she's our ambassador. For this venue that we are hosting everyone here today, I don't want to ask people to guess, but the truth is that she has had to pay nothing to be here. all the furniture that we are using, everything that we are having here, we have not charged the Winnie James anything. It's about creating capacity and empowering communities, creating African capacity, African diaspora capacity. And we have invited, the next time tell your embassies that we don't want to go to London. We come back from London with tickets, we come back from London with expensive hotels. Bring the consular services to Diaspora Insurance House. We want to come and renew our passports at Diaspora Insurance House. We have extended that offer to all African embassies to say just book a date. We can give you this whole floor for free. For free. So it's about empowerment and creating capacity for ourselves as African diasporas. So we are not just a company. We are here to signal and represent African excellence in the diaspora. That we can do it, we can set up our own structures, we can support our own people, and we can work as a community like that. So the facilities are available. Many of you here may be running business. If you want a conference facility, we'll give you this place for free. So don't say, we can't meet, we can't do this. The place is here, you can just tell us which date you want. The head of marketing, Chitra here, maintains a diary where she logs all the dates that are coming through. And just in next month, we are having 150 university students setting up this whole place to write exams. Because they moved from Africa while they were still at university. We say, no, they don't have to travel back home to write exams. We'll give them the facility here. So that's the empowerment that we are bringing to our people. But so much about that. I think we saw a lot of work that we did over the Christmas in terms of supporting charities on the grassroots in Africa, not the UK. In Africa, in Kenya, Tanzania, Nigeria, Ghana, we were there supporting a lot of grassroots charities. But talking about our insurance, it's very, very simple. The main product that we do is called the Diaspora Funeral Cash Plan. Diaspora Funeral Cash Plan. The purpose of the cover is to just make sure that end of life we will visit each and every one of us. At some point, we'll get to our bus stop, we get down, we meet our creator. And when that happens, there are going to be expenses. Whether you want to be sent off in the UK or you want to be sent off back in Nairobi, it doesn't matter. There are going to be expenses. Mm-hmm. Someone has to pay for those expenses. That's right. Yeah. Don't live with this attitude that when I am dead, it's not my problem. It's not your problem, so it's your children's problem. It's totally irresponsible to do that, because you can't say it's not my problem, so it's your children's problem. Imagine. Or is it your elderly mom in Nairobi or Mombasa or South Africa or Zimbabwe, this problem, to worry to say what do we do? So the cover is available, guaranteed acceptance. We don't want to know your height, we don't want to know your weight, you just choose the cover amount you want. Guaranteed acceptance up to 20,000 each. If you are in the UK, you can cover yourself up to 20,000. If you are in places like America, Australia, up to 30,000 per life. That means in the UK, a family of 5 can cover for £100,000. Each life has got its own cover amount, and God forbid something happens, the monies are paid out immediately within 24 hours of us receiving the paperwork. Yeah. That means that you will never have to, if people are going to help you, because it's our culture to help each other, let's do it voluntarily, not as a last resort to say, if you guys don't show up with some contributions, we are stuck. Let the people contribute voluntarily. Yeah. And the churches that you go to, don't hold your churches at ransom. To say, in this church I've buried so many people, they will also bury me. They don't have to. Church is not a burial society. So it's immediate cover, because it's no medicals, and you can use the money to be let to rest abroad. You can relocate to Australia, Canada, New Zealand. This cover is available to Africans worldwide, wherever you are in the world. It's a worldwide protection without borders. So it's that simple. So you can use the money for anywhere in the world, the key thing is the monies are made available immediately. So when you lose someone, you don't have to be facing a situation of double trauma. Double trauma in that to lose someone is hard enough. To lose someone and suddenly find yourself in a situation you are reduced to a beggar, it makes it a double trauma. We can all avoid that situation. We are not a fly-by-night company where you say, I'm not going to take a policy with Diaspora Insurance. Maybe they will disappear tomorrow. Where do we lift this building and go to run away from one client? We are regulated by the Financial Conduct Authority, which regulates banks in the UK. And that's the same regulator that regulates us to make sure that everything we do is above board. So Diaspora Insurance has been running for 14th year this year. And it's a very, very solid company. And we are regulated by the Financial Conduct Authority. And we also reinsure our cover to make sure that we have got much more strength behind us. And people in the UK are protected under the Financial Compensation Scheme. If anything happens, the Financial Compensation Scheme, which compensates the banks, will compensate you and make sure that you are covered. Our underwriters, our reinsurers are all there to protect you. So to have no policy and to bank on the community to say the community will see what they can do should die. That should die. That kind of attitude should die. It's wrong and it doesn't take us anywhere as a people. We need to change the narrative. Winnie James is changing the narrative. Diaspora Insurance is here to support you change the narrative. No more Muchango. No more Arambe. Thank you, people. Thank you. Thank you for coming.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much for that.
Diaspora Insurance. Peace of mind guaranteed.